everybody, welcome to this week's edition of Dragway Memories. As usual, got lots to show you. We're going to start off with a Volkswagen feature. A gentleman named Peter Kinderman sent me some photos a while ago, and we didn't really know a whole lot about it. So I got in touch with an expert, Brian Bly, and he supplied the words, Peter the pictures, and this is what we got.
Bob Cranston from Hamilton with his A-modified compact Beetle, built by Bob and his brother Bill. Brian believes they used a small 1900cc VW engine with 48 twin downdraft Weber carburetors. This was the choice for most VWs back in the day. This car ran against a 12-second record. Bly and Siegfried's four-banger hanger number 3, L-Gas 1966 VW Carmen Ghia. Home built, including the engine, cylinder heads, and transmission. The top was chopped 3.5 inches. L-Gas winner at the 76 Winter Nationals, plus runner-up at Indy in the same year. Ran against an 1120 L-Gas record. Typically, the car ran in the 1140s with 1120 best. Used a VW transmission originally designed for 40 horsepower. Therefore, their biggest concern was making it live with their 200 horsepower 2074cc engine. They ran this car until 1992 and then sold it to a chap in Ohio who crashed and destroyed the car on a second time out. Bly and Siegfried's four-banger hanger number 2 in the winner's circle of the 74 U.S. Nationals. From left we have Brian Bly in the nifty Coca-Cola pants. Next is Nobby Siegfried and then Paul Tilley, who had traveled to Indy with the team that year. They drew Bob Thompson in his wicked A-modified production Corvette in the first round of modified and put the Corvette on the trailer. Of note, Bob Thompson was the defending modified eliminator champion from the prior year, and that he wasn't very happy would be an understatement. Many people didn't know that Brian and Nobby would alternate driving on a weekly basis at Cayuga. It was Brian's turn to drive at Indy, and defeating Thompson was one achievement to be very proud of. Brian mentioned this is a rare shot of the VWs lined up at Cayuga on a Saturday night. From left, Bob Weeks, Bly and Siegfried, Peter Kinderman's Chop Top Beetle, and Bob Cranston. Southern Ontario was a hotbed for VW racers in the 70s. Rare shot of 3 Carmen Ghias competing in modified eliminator at Cayuga. The four-banger hanger on the left, Peter Kinderman's Foolish Pleasure in the middle, and Bob Cranston's Kia convertible on the right. Brian mentions that most V8 guys had their hands full and didn't particularly like running against a VW. Bob Weeks in his flip-top M or L-Gas Beetle. Bob was from the beaches in East Toronto and a friend of the team. The infamous Thunderbug of Bill Mitchell out of Baldwin, New York. Brian and Nobby bought a bunch of engine stuff from Bill, rods, pistons, and a crank. When they first started, they even bought a set of heads off Bill's car at Senair one year and proceeded to go slower than the heads they already had. This version of the car, and there were many, had the straightened A-pillar after NHRA deemed its first version illegal due to the laid-back pillar. Bill proceeded to straighten the pillar, and it went as fast as he always did. This car held the NHRA H-Gas record for years. Here's Bill Mitchell taking the Thunderbug chassis for a cruise in the Cayuga pits after he rolled the car. Of note, Bill always claimed that he was the first to run in the 10s in a full-body, normally aspirated VW. In truth, the Sheely brothers out of California were the first to run a legal dime in their Lightning Bug. In later years, Bill admitted to staging with the rear wheels to run the 10. Bill now lives outside Daytona Beach, Florida, after selling his World Products engine building business in Long Beach. Nobby Siegfried checking the tires. Look at those big 6-inch M&H slicks. Anything bigger broke the transmissions even faster. Here's Bob Kosnowski's K-Gas Carmen Ghia at Indy. Engine built by Bill Mitchell, making the car somewhat competitive in the class. The White Lightning Beetle at a WCS event at Cayuga. This car was owned by Dave Fisher of Huntington, West Virginia. He still has the car today and is restoring it. Little Screamin' Zonker L-Gas Beetle. This car used a high-rev and small-displacement VW engine. The car won class at the Summer Nationals one year, and Brian first saw the car at Senair WCS event in the 70s. Bob Cranston in his convertible Kia. This was Bob's first version. He built the chassis himself and was one of the first VW racers in the world to utilize a vertigate shifter that he engineered and built himself. Bob built another convertible Kia a few years later that he crashed and destroyed at Cayuga. Today, Bob is well known in the street rod scene around Hamilton and has had his hand-built Chrysler Airflow featured in magazines and on My Classic Car with Dennis Gage.
Dean Johnson's Niagara Dragway really put on some good shows in the 60s. Check it out. The mystery mover here at Niagara. What was the mystery? What motivated it? Finally turned out to be a 396.
396, we figure, yeah. Big block Chevy.
With injectors. So they didn't just make one lap, they made a couple laps down and one lap back, and those poles look dangerously close.
Yeah, they sure do. Mystery mover coming back up.
What kind of vehicle is that? Is that a Corvair van?
I think it's a Corvair van, yeah.
Alrighty.
Come on, keep it up.
Yep.
Now he's in the other lane. Not having much luck.
Bardo Bug does a little better here, I believe.
Yeah.
Or worse,
I think
depending
it's
on your point of view.
Injected Hemi on the Bardol Bug. Typical front wheel wobble there.
Send them on singles. Are you know enough not to send two together? Because he's in the other lane already.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to attempt it, that's for sure.
Coming back and just sort of kind of misses that pole. He's booking it.
Yeah.
Back to the real racing. Bad Banana up against
Bad
the
Banana.
Dodge.
Erie County Dodge dealers, I think it was. Jansen's 65 Comet up against the 66 Fairlane.
Tony Martino of the Eastgate Ford in Hamilton, Ontario.
Yeah.
And his FX machine, VFX.
Yeah, ex-Wood Larkin machine of Mike Woods. Up against one of the Bob Banning Dodges. They had two of them, a burgundy one and a green one.
Big Red and Kenny Voigt, 66 Comet. My first car was a 66 Mercury Comet. That's a big block car with a 4-speed.
Yeah.
Mine was not that. The Stone Flyer up
Yeah.
against the Mad Mopar on this side.
Yeah.
Lots of,
Chuck
every week things would change with these cars. Look at that
yeah,
Charger.
they were evolving weekly.
Alright, we'll
Yeah.
just watch the Jansen go down there for the final run of this session. We'll see you again soon here on Dragway Memories.
I'm Frank Cesario, and you're watching Dragway Memories.
Perfect, thanks.
No problem, buddy.
Everybody likes funny cars, and here's some at Dragway Park.
Joe Giacono, Rolling Stone, X.
Big John
Big,
Masmanian.
exactly.
The Goose.
The goose is loose.
Tom McEwen. And it looks like McEwen straps one on Joe. Oh,
Oh.
maybe not.
There goes Joe.
Nope, the light comes on in
McEwen gets
McEwen's
it.
lane. Close race.
Yeah. Bob Pickett in the U.S. Marines machine.
I remember this
Mickey
race. I was on my way there, and it was raining in Mount Hope, so we turned around, and it still ran. I was so pissed off. I wanted to see that Mickey Thompson car.
Yeah, I would have, just the smell of nitro and everything would be enough to reel me in.
Yeah, you get complacent. We had nitro shows every other weekend, it seemed. Now it's once a year,
Once a
if
year.
we're lucky.
Yeah.
Lots of cool, funny cars, including the Blue Max.
Blue Max.
That was a favorite of a lot of people.
Oh, yeah. Fireball Vega. Phillips and Shores. Harlan Thompson did most of the driving in this car.
It was cold there that day, so it was a damn cold day.
Yeah.
Nice crowd.
Nice crowd.
If I remember, it was maybe it was a Wednesday. I can't remember. Maybe it was a Sunday. Maybe it was a Wednesday night deal.
Oh, Beetle. Not getting anywhere with the Blue Max compared to the other guy.
Well, up next, it is the man.
Yep. When all the other funny cars were getting $2,000 and $3,000 per match race, the Snake was getting $5,000.
Yep. I've seen the contracts. I have some of them.
Yes, that's right.
And the Snake straps one down and does what Snake does.
Yeah, he usually won.
Tommy Grove.
Tommy Grove.
The Barry Setzer machine. Against Ed McCullough. Boy, we got them all, Bill.
Yeah, we've got all the best hitters. As we continue with some excellent footage. Make sure you tune into the next episode of Dragway Memories coming up soon.
Well, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed what you saw. If you did, hit the like, subscribe, and notification buttons, please. And remember, hook hard, go straight, don't be late. May your God bless you, and Happy New Year. See you next week.